Welcome everyone to Drive to Spin, an online racing league based in Australia. There's 20 drivers all battling it out. This race today is at the Circuit Paul Ricard. It's our preseason, Dion. How did you go today in this race?
Look, I think I ended up coming third, but look, I think I just didn't have enough pace and I was on the wrong pit strategy. I opted for the two-stop pit strategy, which was medium,
Yep.
medium, soft. Andre in front of me, as you saw just there, he's in P1. Um, I wasn't really gaining on him in the medium, so I could tell straight away I'm just on
Ooh.
the wrong pit strategy. Rui behind me in P3 managed to catch me because I went for a couple of spins, and he
Yep.
had already done one pit stop. I still had one left to go, so I knew I wasn't gonna come home with P2. But look, P3 is still pretty good, which helps me in the championship for the preseason. So yeah, overall happy. Could have been better. I think when the actual season happens, I'll probably do the one stop. I think the hard compound tires worked out all right on this track, didn't it? But how did you go, Pete? How was your
Yeah.
race?
Well, I started on the hards, and apart from a couple of early spins that put me down the back of the grid, I felt I was quite quick on them and managed to make up a few spots. So, yeah, the one stop definitely seemed to be the better strategy. A couple of us did the two, a couple of people did the two, but yeah, I think the ones was it. And yeah, it's good circuit, great overtaking possibilities. Uh, we had Monaco last week, and the AIs were anyone was hard to overtake, but here it was quite fun.
Yeah, I think with the open track, the AIs were much easier to handle with
Yeah,
for a few people. So um,
yeah, most definitely.
yeah, nice. And here I am
Yeah,
taking P3 from Aaron. So yeah,
yeah,
that's France. So let's have a look at the
yeah.
race results. Oh, well, before we look at that, Vinny, driver of that, I think he started in P20, ended up in P. Where did he finish? In
P9.
P9, yeah. So first time
Yeah,
in the points. So congratulations to Vinny. Good
well
effort,
done.
man.
And one stopper from Vinny too, so no broken wings. He had a clean race.
He did. And who had? So I did the two stop. So did Julian in account 986 and Demon Inspector 9600. So we were the only ones who did the two stopper. So yeah, and you did all right, Pete, didn't you? You came sixth.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, not quite lapped, so you did all right.
Yeah, yeah. Look, I think apart from those first few spins, like I was up to
Yeah,
P3, P4 at the start, and then yeah, just those couple of spins early on cost me too much time. But it's all good. You live and you learn. And yeah, Julian, I think after his antics in qualifying on the wet, he struggled a little bit, I think. But to his credit, he's trying without traction control and ABS. So
that's right. He's going no driver assist first time in that race, so he's done all right. But I have to
yeah,
say, give it up to Andre for coming in P1. Just was in complete control the whole race, wasn't he? Qualified
yeah,
on pole, stayed in P1 the whole race, just dominated
and got
the
and got the
race.
fastest lap as
And got
well.
the
So
fastest lap as well. That's right. Yeah, Rui did well too. He got off to a pretty horrific start. Off the mark. Went for a spin, ended up in P20, and then clawed his way back to P2. So great drive for him, showing a lot of pace, showing a lot of strategy. I think when we do the actual season, he'll be a real contender for a high position in the championship. So we'll see
yeah,
how he
yeah,
goes.
for sure. Yeah,
Mm.
so it's all looking good. So what do we have for the points tallies?
So here are the
Uh,
race results. So we had some issues with the game last night. So we're resorting to using the drivetospin.com.au website. Here's the championship standing. So one thing to note: we're not counting points if you don't race. So the points are only counted
yep,
if you compete or if you start the race. So at the moment, I'm in P1. So last week, Alvy and I were tied for P1 in the championship, but because he didn't race last night, I've got a few points on
yep.
him and jumped up to P1. Alvy's fallen back down to P2, and Andre is in P2. So sorry, Alvy's in P3. Andre's in P2. So it's pretty close. Only 7 points between myself and Andre. Even between myself and Alvi, 51 points. That's like 15 points. And Rui's charging up the field too in P4. And you're doing all right, Pete, in P5 above Greg and a few other
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think the top four could go either
Either
way. A
way,
few good results by one
that's
or
right.
the other. But we do have a lot of people that haven't raced or on holidays and stuff. So there's
Yeah,
well, come the full season, it's going to be very interesting. That getting points, I think, is going to be a bit harder than last year.
yeah. And then in terms of the constructor championship standings, Haas are just killing it. I think Greg, Mr. Seagull
Yeah,
1982, and Andre have just been just consistent, racing every week, finishing in the points, and it's paying off as you can see. So then
yep,
followed by me and Alvi in the AlphaTauri. So it's all very exciting. I think it's
yeah,
great to
yeah,
see with F122, the playing field's a lot more level, you know. So it'll be a really interesting season.
yeah, definitely. And yeah, some people uh, suited more to the cars than others. So
That's
yeah, it's
right.
a good equalizer. But
Yeah,
yeah, we will see how everyone pans out. And yeah, don't forget drivetospin.com.au. That's our website. So
check
hit
it
it
out.
up and don't forget to follow us on our YouTube page. Hit subscribe and like.
Like that's
Uh,
right.
so yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching.